My next Patreon question is from Andrew, who wanted to know about a possible addition to the Disney princess lineup. Throughout the history of fairy tales, you always see a princess character interacting with modern animals and dragons, but lately I've been thinking about how cool it would be if princesses were shown interacting with dinosaurs. Do you think Walt Disney Animation should make a movie with a character who could become a member of the official Disney princess group who lives in a Dinotopia-esque universe where humans coexist with dinosaurs? This honestly is something that is not too out of the realm of possibility these days. Over the past number of years, Disney Animation has moved away from adapting classic stories to telling original ones, and this even applies to their female-led films. I don't know where this push came from to come up with more film ideas in-house, rather than going through the library shelves for ideas, but I certainly don't mind. It's good to see a variety of original ideas coming out of Disney Animation. So how would a movie with a female lead, including a princess, involve dinosaurs? There are many ways they could do this. Of course, there's the familiar approach to making a musical, like was recently done with Encanto. Even as they've moved away from adaptations, Disney Animation has not stopped making films with big elaborate song numbers. In addition to Encanto, the upcoming Wish is also a musical. I can see Robert and Kristen Anson Lopez being a good fit for an animated musical set in a world populated with both people and dinosaurs. They have such a talent for melodies and lyrics, and also fitting the music to the environment that Disney projects are set in. Winnie the Pooh, Frozen, and WandaVision, for example, all have songs that work uniquely with their specific settings and stories. In addition to the classic I Want song, there's also the fun comedic number involving whatever funny dinosaur sidekick tags along with the heroine, and the big dramatic song, sometime before the third act, that hits the emotional sweet spot. Will the dinosaurs talk and sing, or just roar? I imagine it would depend on the tone they want to set, and what personalities they want to imbue into the dinosaurs. Either way, Alan Tudyk would definitely be voicing at least one of the dinosaurs. It does not have to be a musical though. Disney Animation recently made Raya and the Last Dragon, which I greatly enjoyed. Instead of song numbers, the film told its story through the action sequences. Those were marvelously directed, and I can see the artist bringing a similar energy to an action-packed dino-filled romp. The other question regarding this theoretical animated movie is what the setting would be like. Would it go for something like the Flintstones, where it's a prehistoric time period but with modern elements, or would it be set in present day, but a society where the dinosaurs did not go extinct? That's what I thought The Good Dinosaur would be about when that movie was originally announced. They could also make something akin to How to Train Your Dragon, where it's a fantasy period setting with dinosaurs everywhere. There's so many possibilities of a story where dinosaurs and people coexist, and what kind of dangers that might entail. You could have a traditional villain who wants to use dinosaurs for bad purposes, but I've personally been liking that lately Disney films have not felt the need to have a villain. Moana, Encanto, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and others were able to create compelling conflicts without the familiar, over-the-top bad guy who is constantly messing with the hero. A survival story in a prehistoric world is more than enough for the main characters to deal with. While it's not a movie with dinosaurs, I could not help but think of The Croods upon receiving this question. It was about a family of cavemen trying to survive in an early version of Earth, and they encounter all kinds of animals on their journey. The main protagonist of the movie was Eep, who I think stood out from a lot of animated heroines, particularly for her design. I like that they gave her muscles to represent how she would be constantly using her strength to hunt for food and survive in this environment. I feel like if Disney Animation were to make an animated movie about a heroine in a world populated with dinosaurs, it would not be a bad idea to take inspiration from The Croods and Eep in devising it and writing the lead character. I like that lately Disney Animation has not felt the need to stick closely to their legacy, as they recognize the importance of trying new stories and not following a familiar formula. Even when they produce a musical or a film with a heroine, the themes and story beats they depict are different from what people associate with classic Disney, and that's a good thing. Even though Wish appears like it'll have traditional elements, I also won't be surprised if it departs in several ways, and if it's well executed, I'll absolutely be okay with that. We've seen Disney Animation tell stories about dinosaurs before with the Rite of Spring segment in Fantasia and the 2000 film Dinosaur. If the studio were to make a new film about those prehistoric beasts and featuring human characters, I'm sure they would go a different angle with it. And I would welcome it. Thank you for your question, Andrew.